Hi, we're Cannon and Jennifer Cox. We're the founders of the Phoenix Rising movement. We're here to help people just like you to achieve your goals. Thanks for joining us today.
Have you ever been approached by a friend trying to pitch you to why their supplements are the best? Whether they're personally selling them or just promoting what they like from a big box store, they tell you why it works for them. They aren't necessarily focused on what your needs are. Most people forget to ask questions. If you just stop and listen, most people will tell you exactly what they need. You can't expect people to buy something if you can't answer the what's in it for me. If you truly want to change your life, you need to get really good at connecting with people and asking questions.
How many of you have ever gone to the doctor and complained about an ailment? It could be anything from lack of sleep, low energy, overweight, high blood pressure. What did the doctor do to help you out? Well, chances are they prescribe some sort of medication and recommend you working on your diet and adding in some exercise. Diet and exercise are difficult concepts when you have spent years doing the same thing. Most people have trouble making the mental switch to eating better or becoming more active. Everything's easy in theory, but where we tend to fail is in the practical application of the advice that we're giving. We have something amazing that's super simple to incorporate into your daily life, and it won't disrupt your daily routine. In fact, you may even become more productive.
Have you ever had a grandparent or older relative give you the back in my day story about how they walked 5 miles uphill to school in the snow both ways, shoeless, fighting off saber-toothed tigers? While these stories may be a bit of an exaggeration, what's not is that within the last half century, our food has drastically changed. All they had to eat was food chock full of vitamins and nutrients. Things we eat now are not the same as they once were. What's happened? How has our nutrition changed? We're still eating fruits, veggies, meats, but something's different. Conventionally raised produce contains far fewer vitamins and minerals than they did just 50 short years ago. You can credit pesticides, chemical fertilizer with disrupting our soil quality, depleting it of all its vital nutrients. Even organics options are still battling years of depleted soil. It's an uphill battle, but not a losing one. Our grandparents and great-grandparents grew up when organic farming was essentially the norm. And with any luck, so will our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. That's why it's so important that we properly supplement our nutrition. If we could feed our bodies the most remarkable natural foods from around the globe to ensure our highest level of nutrition, we would choose the king of fruits, the wild Alaskan blueberry. Research has shown that blueberry consumption boosts antioxidant levels to protect against damage to cells and may reduce the risk of many chronic degenerative diseases. What? These particular blueberries have at least 5 times the antioxidant levels of the common blueberry. Talk about supercharged. So I'm going to tell you a little story about my dad. My dad is 78 years old now, and he's been combating Parkinson's disease for the last 10 years. And about a year ago, he started having these seizures that nobody could explain. His doctors didn't know why they were happening. They were trying all different kinds of medications to make it stop, but nothing was working because they couldn't find the root cause of why it was happening. We decided to build our dream home and move my parents in with us about a year ago now. And we've been focused on feeding my dad the highest quality nutrition and focused on getting his health right so that we could hopefully reverse some of the changes that have been happening with his body with the Parkinson's. So he did what his doctor told him to do. He's continued to take the medications for the Parkinson's, and we're not here to tell him to stop taking those. But my focus was trying to figure out how we can help with these seizures that were just kind of making him go blank, and he had no idea where he was when they happened. So we started him on the products right as soon as we got started. He was the first person that we put on these products. And within a couple days, he wasn't having the seizures anymore. And these were seizures he was having a couple times a day on a daily basis. And about 3 months in, my dad came up to us and he said, "I don't think this stuff is working. I think I'm going to just stop taking it." And Cannon looked at him and he said, "John, when was the last time you had a seizure?" And my dad looked at him and said, "I guess I haven't." So his body was clearly missing something, and by supplementing it with proper nutrition, it's really impacted his life, and it's changed the lives of all of us because now we're not worried that he's going to have these seizures anymore. Yeah. It's truly changed our lives.
Before we move to the next video, we want you to take out a piece of paper. Take a moment and write down 3 goals that you have financially and 3 goals that you have personally that you'd like to achieve in the next 6 months. Now, Take that paper and tape it to your bathroom mirror so you can visualize your goals on a daily basis. There's power in writing things down, and we want you to materialize your vision for your life.
We can't wait to share with you how we've been able to build residual income by incorporating one secret into our daily routine.